Everybody wants the age of Aquarius to be here. We have a whole lot of people that are saying we are in the age of Aquarius. And I do got to say that it's a very exciting energy that is available here in the universe right now. Very exciting. It's not the age of Aquarius, but it's very exciting. And I'm all for transition in humans going to the next level and graduating into the new energy. I'm all for that. But what I want to do here in this video is I want to really lay out a clear picture of what the age of Aquarius is all about. Now, to understand the age of Aquarius and what it's all about and what it's going to be all about is you must first understand the fourth dimension. We are going into what's called a fourth dimensional Earth. Upon 11/11/11, we cross the equatorial line of the galaxy. We basically cross the equator of the galaxy on 11/11/11, and this is when we began our shift into the fourth dimension. Now, we have a lot of people that are arguing about when this shift is going to take place. But it's not really about when, it's about how long will it take to take place. Because there is no precise date that the shift takes place. It's gradual. Meaning that once we cross the equatorial line, we have already entered into the fourth dimension. And this is why a lot of people are questioning reality more and more now, because of the fact that we are in the fourth dimension. And people are beginning to question everything, because they're picking up on these energies that are out of this world. People are experiencing telepathic type of phenomena and experiences more often now. And all of this is tied into the fourth dimension. All this is tied into going into the fourth dimension. When you deal with the fourth dimension, there's different rules. The rules change. Things that you can do in the fourth dimension you are able to do in the third dimension. But now that we are in the fourth dimension, things are changing. Now, a lot of people believe that you're not going to be physical in the fourth dimension, but that's not true. We're in the fourth dimension now, so if you're physical, you're in the fourth dimension. But the thing is that as we go deeper into it, you're going to notice more people become sick, and more people, especially people that are toxic, aren't going to be able to live and stay here long, because the energy changes here in the fourth dimension. The foods that you ate in the third dimension, you won't be able to eat here in the fourth dimension. The body will deteriorate a lot quicker in the fourth dimension. The planet is going to become different as we go deeper into the fourth dimension. The climate is going to change. So germs and toxicity will increase here on the planet. And those people that have weak immune systems won't be able to take the germs and toxicity. Some will get sick and die. Other people are going to get totally eliminated and wiped out through certain political schemes that are being concocted. But we are very much in the fourth dimension, and we are very much physical, and we will still be very much physical even when we get into the deeper layers of the fourth dimension. We will be basically a different type of matter. It will be a different type of matter. But what's going to happen is that you still have the materialists that want to make it into the fourth dimension, but they don't want to stop doing the things that they want to do. So they're already coming up with a technology that will try to allow them to stay here in the third dimension and experience the fourth dimension from a technology. Now, when you watch this movie, that was a really good movie called The Surrogates, and a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, out there have seen it. That's what that movie was showing you. That's how the fourth dimension works. See, essentially on the fourth dimension, you can build up a world for yourself on the mental plane, or on that part, or on that part of the dimensions that deals with the mentality and the mental function. And this is essentially what the fourth dimension is when you begin to have more mental experiences. Meaning that you can have a whole sexual experience from the astral plane with someone that you never touched. This is the fourth dimension. This is what the fourth dimension is. So more people are going to begin to experience that are eating healthy and things like that. They're going to be able to experience those things on their own. But then you got another group of materialists that are forming technology so that they can experience and partake in the fourth dimension from a machine. here on the third dimension. And this introduces another level to the whole Aquarian New Age type of energy that's coming to the planet, which is the Transhuman Agenda, which is dealing with the machines and humans beginning to accept technology and machinery inside of their very organic being. And humans that want to continue to do the things they want to do, like smoke cigarettes and eat certain foods, are going to accept robotic body parts inside of them because they don't want to stop doing the things they're doing, but they want to stay alive. So they're going to promote money. You got to make more money. That's how they do it, because you got to make more money, because you got to be able to afford the new medical technology that's going to be coming, which is going to be based on computers. People are going to begin to accept more and more computer technology within their being. And this is mostly going to be your indigo children, that generation, and even the generations after that, they're going to be accepting this thing. But the thing is that this all goes back to the age of Aquarius, though, because, see, people don't realize when they want it to be the age of Aquarius so bad, but Aquarius deals with science. And Aquarius is very much a technological sign. It deals with technology. And Aquariuses are very technologically astute. So when you deal with the Aquarian energy, you're going to see technology amongst humans increase. You're going to see that group of Satanists that are going to create and try to experience the fourth dimensional planet from a biosphere. And I'm going to do a video on biospheres, but from a biosphere that still is friendly to third dimensional life. You're going to have a group of what I call materialists, some people call Satanists, that are going to have technology to where you can experience fourth dimensional life and you can live in this biosphere. Because as we go deeper to the fourth dimension, people that are eating a certain way aren't going to be able to even exist on the surface of the planet anymore. And the only way they will be able to exist is through a biosphere. So that's why this is important. So the whole robot agenda and the whole age of Aquarius goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. Because Aquarius deals with technology, microchips, computers. This is what the Aquarian energy is all about. So when you say you want to go into the age of Aquarius, you're either going to get into technology from an organic standpoint, like which is the higher level of Aquarius. Basically, those people that can use the higher aspects of technology, which are telepathy, clairvoyance, intuition, and psychometry, to work together for them. That's the higher octave or the higher aspect of Aquarius. But then the lower aspect of it is those people that want to stay slaves to technology and just do everything through computers and stuff like that. And I'm not saying don't have computers and stuff like that, but I'm saying you have to balance out and limit the amount of time that you're spending on a computer if you want to really make the shift as an organic being, and you want your DNA and you want your organic body parts to transform, or you want your atoms to transform into what's called exotic atoms or exotic matter. If you want your matter to transform, because that's what's going to happen, where our matter is going to transform into fourth dimensional beings. Those people that are eating alkaline foods are going to transform into more of a crystalline type of matter. And if you want that to happen, it is important that you eat a certain way. But then you could be a materialist and try to see what happens if you can go in and like live on the biosphere with the materialists that are going to be living in biospheres, and some are going to be living in the center of the earth, and they're going to have technology, and they're going to try to experience the new fourth dimensional planet through technology and through machines, because they want to stay third dimensional beings. And not only that, they're going to accept body parts that are computer based and technology based. You see, there's going to be a group of people that are going to accept that. So you have two groups and two aspects of the fourth dimension. You got the aspect of people that are going to make the shift, and they're going to experience the fourth dimension as an organic species of more exotic matter and more of a crystalline type of matter. Or you're going to have those group of entities that make they're going to get into the fourth dimension too, but they're going to do it through and tap into it through technology, because the fourth dimension is very much the mental realm. You got to remember that. So they're going to basically fuck with these people's experiences. These people that do make the shift are going to still have to deal with these lower energy beings messing with their reality. I'm just letting you know that right now. And that's what people have to realize. So even when we go into the age of Aquarius, they're still going to be there. These beings are still going to be in the age of Aquarius. So that's what people need to really realize or whatever. And the robot agenda is very much tied into it. What we're doing now is paving the way for the age of Aquarius. And it's something that, I mean, you can't really do anything about it, but just know what's going to happen so that you can make the necessary adjustments in this lifetime so that you can make the shift, so you at least make it as an organic being. And then once you make it as an organic being, you have to learn how to block out those telepathic influences from the disagreeables that are going to still be messing with you through machines. And this is what the Matrix is about. See, they're still going to be able to penetrate your reality, and even in the fourth dimension, which is like Zion, they're still going to be able to penetrate Zion with machines. You see, and this is what's coming, and this is what the whole robot, this thing we're doing now with this whole computer thing and needing cell phones at all times, like, you know what I'm saying, and then people got the smartphones where they got to constantly be on the phone at all times. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but at the same time, I'm just saying that we need to look at where this is leading us. Like on a cultural level, I'm just offering basically biased information to show you that the machine agenda is being set up, and it's going to eventually lead to you accepting this machinery inside of you. And people are going to do it. People are going to do it. And you can bet that. I mean, all it takes is for them to come on the news and say that you're not going to be able to buy your groceries unless you get this chip in your hand. And people are going to take it. You're Christians, you're Muslims, you're everybody that's religious that says they're against it, but they're going to take it. Especially when it comes down, they're going to take it. So it's not a matter of if people are going to take it. I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. Like that's basically what I'm saying in this video. Like, it's not a matter of like trying to change you or stop you from doing it or whatever, because the robot agenda is going to happen. People are going to take robotic hearts in replacement for their organic heart, because they don't want to stop eating the foods that they're eating and putting the things in their body that they're putting in their body that's causing their heart to break down and to deteriorate, and they don't want to breathe properly. And so instead of doing that, they'd rather take a robotic heart. So people are going to be pushed to make more money because they're going to have to be able to afford these things. So these are your materialists. People that don't want to change and don't want to deal with nature, and they're going to just try to make it into the fourth dimension with technology. And they're going to be able to do it, but they won't be able to go deep into the fourth dimension, though, because there's going to be different levels to the fourth dimension. So they may be able to fuck with some of the people on the lower levels of the fourth dimension, then there's going to be higher aspects of the fourth dimension. And actually, the Earth is going to have, from my research now, the Earth is going to have actually parts of it that are going to be in the fifth dimension. See, the Earth is raising in dimensions. This is another thing you must understand. The Earth is raising, like when we talk about the shift, this is the shift into new dimensions. So the Earth is going, and I say raise, I use raise lightly, because when you talk about dimensions, it's not up or down. It's really like more so in. So we're going in to a different part of the universe, which is dimensions. Like when you go into the universe, that's when you go into dimensions. And see, most people want to look for life outside, on the outside part of the universe, but that's why they're not finding it, because most of the ET life exists within. You got to go into dimensions to see the ET life, and our scientists in this day and time have not figured out how to do that. So the Earth is going to shift into the fourth dimension, and when that happens, I mean, you can basically expect for new technology to come out, new experiments, just basically like a whole new way of doing things, like new healthcare programs and things of that nature. All of this is going to come with the shift into the fourth dimension or whatever, and the Transhumanist Agenda and the whole robot agenda. I mean, it's going to be smoothed over, and most of the people are going to take it that are like on like the materials, on the materialist level, and those people that aren't are going to basically go into pretty much more of the organic state and go into like the eating healthy, the organic foods, and like learning how to live off the earth and things of that nature. So that's the separation. I mean, like, that's the rapture that you hear about. Most Christians think about is really going into that. It's really going into the dividing dimensions and the split and the shift. So I hope that helped. For more enlightening information, you can visit my website. But that's pretty much it on my views on the Age of Aquarius in relationship to the Transhumanist Agenda. So until we meet again, my friend, I'm going to leave you in peace.